Hello everybody and welcome to another. But then, certainly not least, we got Thad, our Genasi rogue, played by Woodgod. Hello, how you do?
Hello.
Okay. What happened last time?
Oh god, who wants to do this?
I don't know. Luca did it last time. Guess I can do it if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so we started with Nyx about to talk to Eris and why she seems bothered by Illyria's presence. There was who then eventually told him that she doesn't want to be called lady and instead referred to as sir because she is a knight. And she used to be a knight of the Silver Dragon, but betrayed them in some way, and that she's a vampire and beyond redemption. And Nyx was like, but you might still be able to be redeemed. And she's like, fuck you, and vanishes. And Nyx says, I will be waiting for you. Meanwhile, Illyria has a hard time trying to find the words to tell everyone, especially Thad, that she sold out one of the, well, probably the greatest monster hunter of the Protectorate to Strahd, and that the Genasi inside is indeed his son, Erasmus. And, Nyx eventually returns and tells some more about how Richten killed Anya and Tabstani, what Anya did, giving the bones to Argo. And more talk about doing horrible things to Argo, and then tells Illyria to, be a bit more sassy, which she does feel a bit more comfortable now that apparently it's out of character for her not to be, even if she was to pretend being Tatiana. Nyx then goes for a walk with Hamartia, whereas Illyria and Thad head back inside. On this little walk, Nyx tells Hamartia about the manipulation of his memories, and they have a little chat about that, and well, basically, it's like, are you sure you want them back? It's like, yeah, I gotta for Illyria and Asphoda. And he wants to find out why he is some weird hybrid according to the abbot. And Hamartia inquires a bit more about his crown of fire. And Nyx also talks about the abbot apparently being the one wearing his jacket before him. And Hamartia also talks to him about her wind magics being new as well. Illyria and Thad are back inside. The party's like getting a bit more, I don't know, like the party's like, people kind of, some discarded their masks. There's like blood on the lips of the vampires. And the two of them get approached by Prince Ariel, who asks Thad about how he came to be in Barovia, and then gives Illyria some advice as to not deny Strahd, or else, basically.
Or find a way for the Protectorate to not deny Strahd.
Yeah. basically, like, not deny Strahd, like, the thing with the Protectorate. Because otherwise they're probably gonna go to the vampires and then the Protectorate's finished. Lord Pascal, meanwhile, wants to see Hamartia. And then we kind of like listen in on some conversations between Baba Lusaga and Rin. Something about the primes, but we have no clue what that was about. Then he also listens to Strahd and Cantemir talking about Barovia Village and how Cantemir has been apparently forgiven. He then really awkwardly apologizes to Illyria, and yeah, it's all blood under the bridge. And the young man that accompanies him is Doru, the man who Asphoda saved back in Barovia. And Cantemir also says that he is the new burgomaster of Barovia and has been fairly elected. And then leaves because it's kind of awkward and Illyria is having way too much fun seeing him struggle.
Yeah.
Nyx and Hamartia do return. Hamartia does speak to Baba, and I think Lady Tista de Slope, who seems very fascinated by Thad and eventually goes to see him. And Baba gives Hamartia some more information about their nature, with her being a green hag and Morgantha being a night hag, and that she's part of a coven of covens. Although, like, they aren't in Barovia. And that she's very interested in fucking over Hamartia's mother.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't? Who isn't at this point?
And Hamartia says, you know, if she gets a chance, she will visit. Nyx stomps over to Dorania and the other Vistani, basically the Vistani gang, and said they're all drinking and dancing and having a good time. She slaps her glass out of her hand and asks how she can dance when the man who murdered Alenka is right there. And Dorania tells him, well, Strahd paid for her life and an apology was made, and there's a bigger picture about him basically sort of like helping, I guess, Doru out and like teaching him, and then he can be disposed once Strahd has control and Blocky, and they can do whatever they want with him.
Woo!
And Nyx is like, yeah, fuck that shit. And the two of them do walk outside for a little bit. And she eventually just leaves and tells him to grow up. And he is in the hallway trying not to punch things. Meanwhile, Lady Tista is asking Thad if she is allowed to paint him, and tells him a little bit about the paintings in the castle all being done by her. She also mentions she really liked Erasmus' hair, but Thad's hair is something else entirely. And she runs off to prepare to paint the portrait of Thad. Meanwhile, Hamartia speaks to Gertruda and Valenta and wants to help Gertruda, but Gertruda is like, you see, the other one's like my really best friend, I can't right now, and is then forcefully dragged off for a dance. And Illyria then tells her that Lord Pascal wants to speak to her and introduces them and kind of like is like, "You got this, Martia." And Martia tastes some great food and will never eat pocket worms again. There was a little conversation where Illyria was like, "You should never have to eat pocket worms again.
Yeah.
I'm not as great as a cook, but I promise you won't have to eat pocket worms again." And there was a hug, and then Pascal came back and offered her a stew of Sylvia made with the liver of Sylvia.
Woo!
Yeah. The Alvin bar.
Which Hamartia is like, yeah, whatever. And then offers him to drink from her. Meanwhile, Tista in the other room, like, she gets fat at some point, and he, waits on this, like, sofa or whatever. And gets, takes off the shirt and everything, but she's like, something's missing, and runs off. And then comes back and holds towards him and I quote from the summary, freshly flambéed humanoid skull.
Good job, Aiden.
And that is where we ended the session.
Well, also that Tista said that this represents who you are.
Yeah, this represents who you are, which...
And she also mind controlled him.
Oh, man.
She did mind control him.
Important details.
Yeah.
It lasts for 24 hours, you should know.
I've made
Or until you take damage from
And
her.
Illyria's just like, it's probably fine. What's the worst thing that could happen?
That doesn't do that.
It was sight! It was sight! Oh my god, don't say that such things in chat. No! Okay, anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna try to focus up now after that comment, Hema. Darn you.
I love Hemo.
Well, he is lovely, but gotta calm down.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, you are not the one to tell Hamo to calm down. If anyone here needs to calm down, it's you, Bexxy.
Ow. Talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. There we go. Thank you.
I'm the epitome of sex appeal.
Alright, let's start this. This is a true sight of decadence and opulence. This very ballroom. These deep blue marble floors with golden inlays, stone walls, subtle chiseled rose patterns, twinkling and grand gold leaf chandeliers with dozens of gleaming candles, crimson velvet sofas, as pretty as they are comfortable, tables overflowing with delectable drinks and food, prepared by a master chef extraordinaire that only Boreas knows how many years he has under his belt. An armada of white-gloved servants who pick up every discarded glass and fills every empty hand with a new one. Sometimes even before the guest realizes they are indeed in need of a new one. The ballroom is even enchanted, an illusion of 1,000 flower petals that rain onto the dazzling guests. But these guests that inhabit this affluence, this brilliance, this extravagance, these guests that muddles up the exquisite but pretentious string music emanating from the south corner with their shatter, these guests that are clad in wondrous outfits and clad in ravishing jewelry, varied in fashion as their personalities, but their thing in common is that they all look expensive. Ultimately, what these guests are is a true juxtaposition. A financial advisor who has hardly any finance to govern, an actress without a stage, a chef with few to cook for, a painter with no inspiration, until recently at least, a shopkeeper made politician who must now bow to those he hate, a son recently plucked from madness, a knight who betrayed her own vows, entertainers and lovers without love and mirth, musicians whose drunken smiles rings hollow, hags with no one left to pester, consorts with no one to please, a girl who subconsciously realizes that her fairy tale is a dark tragedy, a son that hates his father, and an emperor with nothing to rule over. When peering past the splendor, the gold, the glitter, when looking beyond the smiles and the chit-chatting, there is only one true vision of this masquerade ball. A volta of tragic monsters and a waltz of grim victims. A dance of the damned. Illyria, this is what you observe as Nyx quietly and quickly excuses himself to find a quiet corner with his thoughts. What you observe next is not Hamartia enjoying the food as she did the last time you glanced over. Now Hamartia has become the food, as Lord Bascal holds her in a loving embrace as he laps away at her red-stained jugular. What do you want to do?
Illyria has no idea that's Hamartia offered, right? So...
Nope. You're not entirely sure.
Illyria, I think, kind of instinctively is almost about to run over to check on Hamartia, but then kind of decides to not cause a scene and just kind of like tries to make her way over and make sure that Hamartia is okay.
Okay. Pascal is a little bit greedy, Hamartia. And there are some noises that kind of mirror the ones you had when you ate the food. But he does eventually, with like a dazed over enraptured drunken look in his eyes, lean back, stumble a little bit, and fixates a welcoming smile towards Illyria that is approaching, whilst being a little bit messy around the mouth.
Having fun, I see.
Fun is not an adequate word to describe all that I'm feeling at this moment.
This was absolutely marvelous. This was. I just hope I managed to give you just a little bit back from what you gave me today.
Little one, I could taste my own food through your blood. And, I hurt myself with my genius.
I do hope we will be able to do something like this again.
I only ask humbly that you give me some time to prepare for such a feast I would offer in your name, little one.
Of course, of course. I'll make sure to understand the culinary world a little bit better beforehand, so I can appreciate your art more.
Oh, please do. I love it when a guest comes prepared and enlightened from my last excursion on the fields of taste. Speaking of taste, your blood.
Yes.
And he licks his lips rather openly. There's clearly that deep bouquet of must and spice that the hags have. But the aftertaste is light, a little bit citrusy. It's a fresh, minty wave. It's quite curious, little one.
Have you tasted something like this before?
Indeed, I have. But the strength is quite different. Yours is merely a hint of an aftertaste. Your mother is a citrus punch to the gut. Delectable in different ways.
I've never thought I'd heard someone so eloquently describe the taste of my own blood.
He bows.
Marc also gives a bow. Because even.
It's my true purpose in life. He presents another rose from behind his back, sticks it into your hair, and gives you a wink. Until next one, little one.
Until the next one.
And then he hums to himself as he walks away, giving Illyria a wink as well as he goes.
Lyra's trying her absolute best not to look very concerned.
Oh, time to wipe this off, and Hamatia will take a napkin and wipe the blood stain from her neck.
Are you okay?
Ah, yes, I'm absolutely. I mean, I'm a bit woozy at the moment, having my blood sucked and all of that, but all in all, I think it went eloquently well.
Did he do anything to you? You seemed very,
Other than sucking on my blood, that is?
Yes, did he... Did you give him permission to do that?
I tried, but he didn't give anything solid, but having a friend in court would be great. He did some things, but nothing out of the ordinary, nothing too vampiric. Maybe we should talk about it. Not here.
Alright,
I'm good though, I'm fine. I am absolutely dandy. This is the best night of my life, I know. Even with the incident, which we'll delve into later.
Alright. He didn't charm you, did he?
Not what I can sense, no. I mean, how would I know? Oh, let me check. Hamatia has a needle hidden and she will prick herself on the finger.
Prick yourself on the finger. That's it.
Well, it seems like, I am here.
That's not what... Alright,
Yeah, I was absolutely charmed by his food. I don't think he charmed me magically speaking.
Alright, okay.
You look pale. Is everything alright?
Well, just... Took a lot for me not to run over and drag him off you the moment I saw. I was a bit worried.
I see. Listen, I am very good at being helpless. And people, once in a position of power with the helpless, are drunk on it. And when they're drunk, they will spill some secrets. And that's my plan. So if you see me in an uncomfortable position, most of the times it would be on purpose in order to get information. That's what I do.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna trust you on that then.
Yes, I will tell you everything after this, once we're in a place, not...
Illyria kind of like smiles and nods. We have a lot to talk about once we're out of here.
Oh, you do. So many people here I don't want to talk to. Have you seen Free Vistani anywhere? One of them is Zorgo, the other I don't know.
Yes?
Yeah, I'd rather avoid them, so...
Well, should we maybe look for...
Maybe we should look for Fad. I mean, how long has it been? I've eaten a full meal course and he hasn't returned yet. But he is...
how long has it been since Thad left?
So far it's just been like 10 minutes.
Okay. Oh, 10 minutes. Okay, fine. No, we're not gonna help him. Fuck him.
I mean, you can be concerned about them after 10 minutes. That's to you.
I mean, we are probably a little concerned, but like said, 30 minutes, and then we're gonna go looking.
Yeah, so let's get 20 more minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on Gertruda to see that she doesn't get completely annihilated.
Both of you make me a composure perception, please.
Oh boy.
I have a question for you out of character.
Okay.
How do you differentiate between perception, intelligence, and perception, composure?
Intelligence is an active check. Composure is a passive check.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Nope.
Let me check. Give me a moment. Perception, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the perception? There we go. That's a big 9.
Okay.
We have no idea what's going on.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay. Well. Stand there, talk to each other a little bit. Having some small talk, and then Gertruda comes over with a wine glass in her hand and a bit of a nervous-looking smile on her face.
Hello, Gertruda.
Hello, greetings, Lady Lyria.
Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry! And she throws the glass of wine onto your clothing.
Lyria kind of try to grab her by the wrist or something.
It's a little bit out of the blue, but okay.
No, not at in response of being
Okay. I see. Okay. Well, that's absolutely fine. And then Gertruda, in a shaking voice, says, it cannot possibly look any worse. Ha ha ha.
Are you alright?
Hamatia gives the death stare over Anastasia's way.
Volenta? Yeah, she is trying to keep herself from dying from laughter.
Hamatia will try to catch her gaze.
Uh-huh.
And just twist her facial expression. It will be just elongate her face for a split second and reveal jagged teeth.
With...
For a split second, nothing more.
She will laugh a little bit louder, protrude her fangs, and hiss back at you, and then resolutely like walk away. Like,
Can
challenge accepted.
yeah, can Illyria, from the way that Gertruda acted, tell that Gertruda was put up to it by somebody else?
Yeah, because now she says to you, what? You, Lydia, you're not laughing. I was told you were going to laugh. This was a joke. The protectorate, yes. Why are you not laughing? Is this not?
Who put you up to this?
No,
I
no,
think we all know what's up to this.
nobody put me up to this at all. No one. On me.
Some like exercise videos, like, you know.
You see, I don't really believe you, but if you can't talk about it, that's okay.
I ruined this evening. Ah!
Gertruda!
And she's gonna try to run away.
I'm gonna grab that.
I mean, Illyria's gonna try to grab her.
Okay, both of you like clomp her.
We need to speak.
Oh, please don't. Please don't hate me.
Illyria gives her a hug.
Don't mind my girlfriend crying in the background. Becky crying in the background is very
Okay. She cries even harder, like, into you.
Illyria's like, calm down. Nothing, it's alright.
headache.
It was pretty funny.
Hardly disgusting.
It was? Oh no, I made a fool of myself by crying.
no!
I'm sorry.
Look,
Maybe we should take her somewhere a bit less crowded.
You know what? Let's get some fresh air, shall we?
Is that okay? Are you gonna scold me?
What?
Everybody scolds me. I'm not a lady. I'm sorry. I don't know how to act.
Why would I do that? You didn't do anything wrong.
I just ruined your shirt.
Not a fan of fancy evening wear to begin with. Come on, let's go somewhere a bit quieter, okay?
We can go to the lounge otherwise.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. As you start walking towards the doors, kind of like herding Gertruda, like both, like one has one shoulder, the other one has the other. You see rather clearly Morgantha and Strahd having a rather intense conversation by the door.
Oh.
Morgantha has her back to you. Strahd flickers his gaze towards you, but doesn't seem to care that you're there. You want to step closer?
Yeah.
Well, we need to go through the door, right?
Yeah. I'm not try to listen in if that's possible.
Alright. Alright, you, as you step a little bit closer, their voice is becoming clear. You hear Morgantha in the middle of a sentence say, "Did what you asked, Count Strahd, and gave it to that Weasley Cantimere. Now I want help rebuilding what is rightfully mine." Strahd coolly regards Morgantha back, like looking down upon her. "I did not order you to do anything, Knight Apostle. I merely introduced the idea of a partnership between the two. It's not my fault, nor Cantemir's, that you failed to protect what you claimed yours. Morgantha's body language seems to be a little bit worked up by this, and she rather exclaims rather loudly, "My fault? It is your newest conquest running around and messing things up! I didn't think I needed protection for something you claim as yours!" Now Strahd's face becomes cloudy with like dark
Oh no, she said a bad thing.
dark rain clouds. I let you have your fun, despite what it cost me and my court in precious blood and souls. Children are vital, as both you and I know. And when you came begging for me to recompense for the crimes I gave you, the little one, as a blood price. You and I, Knight Apostle, we are square. Now I forbid you to start that hobby of yours again by sacrificing so valuable resources for your vanity. And unless provoked, what is mine is out of your reach, as per our contract. Do you understand me? There's a pause, as Morgantha's form seems to be struggling a little bit. Then she looks around the room, sees you behind her,
Who doesn't love their fucking chicken?
and instantly her rather angry face turns calm, icy calm. From a conflicted look to a taunting grin, before facing Strahd once more. Yes, I know our Asian contract, and I know all too well what provoked entails. Pray, Lord Strahd, pray that she never comes seeking my demise. And Morgantha turns back to you all, with her earthy toned dress billowing around her in a strange, unnatural manner. And she increases her volume to say rather proudly, "I know who killed your friend."
Just being you, just having fun.
Then she curtsies
Driving a boat and not giving a damn.
and walks down the hallway.
Nobody's saying. Let's fucking wait through this shit.
That was something.
Wait, she thinks I haven't told you. Oh, hubris. Oh, simply ecstatic.
Strahd is about to, like, step towards Lyria and start a conversation. But then there are people that once again, like, swarm to talk to him, and his attention gets divided.
Well, it seems like we have an opening. Let's go.
Yeah. Lyria kind of like in passing gives him a smile and says, "I'm sure we can talk later." Just
Yes.
heads out with Gertruda.
I want to will follow.
He gives you a little bit of a playful smile, and then turns back to, like, regard the one he's currently talking to. Thaddeus.
Oi, oi, oi.
Do not think I have forgotten you.
That would be too simple, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay, Thad.
far. Thanks for.
It's very unnerving. Holding that head, have an exposed chest, and having those almost glowing gray eyes so intensely stare at you at even intervals as it leaves the paper in front of her. You can feel the slick and flaky texture of the head in your hand. A droplet of blood escapes the main mass, and before you gaze, slowly travels from your fingers down your forearm, where it coagulates to a stop. All the while, as you watch the drop of blood, Tissa's words of who you are echoes over and over in your head, rattles you a little bit, even in this charmed stupor and drained state. Is there anything that Thad thinks about, or want to say or do?
Well, I think Thad is thinking about his past, about his mission, and about his time before this mission. About what brought him here, and the choices he made, the sacrifices he had to make.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just kind of trying not to throw up. And maintaining eye contact at all times.
Alright. So despite the stillness of the moment, your mind is nothing but still. And there's some intense gazes that are shared. 5 minutes passes. 10 minutes passes. And you kind of lulled into a bit of a hypnotized state of the moment, of the intensity in the air between the two of you. Then that is rudely broken by a rather girly gasp that comes out of Gertruda's mouth. Oh my!
Maybe we should head to the gardens instead.
Yes, garden here, let's go. Sorry, you go, you two have fun.
Is it a head?
I think
Tista
so.
looks at you a little bit annoyed. Shh! I'm creating a masterpiece. Be gone.
Yeah,
Scout?
Dad,
guys.
are you okay?
yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Just if you could give us a moment, please. Thanks.
Okay, I will follow.
Okay,
Thanks, guys.
Sorry for us to interrupt a moment, let's go.
Illyria sort of like takes one last look at Thad and like sees if she can sort of get a read on like, what the fuck, are you okay with this? Do you need help?
I mean, Thad is not showing any signs of needing help.
Yeah, like...
It's quite a
Concerns of
scene, though, to
something.
walk into. I mean, the head in his
Yeah.
hand.
Illyria is pretty concerned right about now, but she doesn't want to cause a scene, so she heads out with Amartya and Gertruda.
Alright.
Thanks, guys.
Bye!
Well, I don't know, like, I don't want to cause a scene at the vampire ball.
They ain't sizzling like they coming straight out of the fucking pan.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, you back out of the situation. Like, straight out, back out.
Also, I highly doubt that Lyra is armed right now, so...
Yeah, we're gonna go like, stop right there, villain, in the name of justice! We can't do that shit right now.
Oh. Out in the hallway, Gertruda's cheeks are puffy, despite her, like, red eyes. Her cheeks are red, despite her puffy, tearful eyes. And she sits behind a dainty hand. I have never seen a man without a shirt before.
What? Let's get you outside.
Yes,
Come on, Get. You mind if I call you Get?
God? Isn't it? It sounds rather... Doesn't it sound a little bit hideous?
So Gertruda, okay, very well.
Trudy might be better.
Trudy, okay.
I mean, if you please, you wanna call me Gert if you want to.
Trudy is better. Trudy is better.
well, what nickname do you prefer?
Well, Trudy's cuter at least.
Fine.
I think it suits you very well.
Oh, well, thank you, Lady Lyra. That's very kind words. Now, from a GM's perspective, there's the dinner room down there that is open. It's quite far. It takes a while to go to the outside. Do you want to go outside? Or do you want to go into the dining room?
I don't know if we're allowed to just waltz into the dining room, so I assume we're just heading outside for some fresh air.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna copy you then. I'm gonna make matters quick. Oh shit.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Now I feel bad for walking outside.
Just far away from everything else. Here we go.
Well, we are trying to help Gertruda here.
Yeah, it's Stad's fault that he made the castle so big. I don't know what the problem is.
Okay. I'm done with that. It's not raining, it's just thundering. Oh god, And this one decreasing further. Perfect. Hello? Play.
Hello?
Thank you. I'm talking to my own music. Don't worry about it. Okay. Alright. You walk out into the misty, shady, a little bit more intimate garden. And immediately as Trudy walks into it, she starts to twirl a little bit and giggles out, turns to you all with a big smile on her lips and oh, this place is truly beautiful. I mean, look around. Have you seen something more romantic in your whole life?
Ja, det är köpande mannen.
Gertruda.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you wanted to speak to me. She
Yes.
steps over with her hands like neatly put in front of her stomach, a little bit girlishly, looking a little bit like she's gonna be reprimanded by her two parents. It's a little bit of a whiplash seeing her go between different emotions.
Oh, it's like emotional train wreck.
Yeah, bless this child.
Oh my god. Look around you, please. And you can speak plainly here. Wait a minute. Hamatia will send Soul to look out for anyone who might be watching.
Okay. Make a perception intelligence with Soul.
With Soul. I don't have scared of shit. Wait, I do have scared of shit. Fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, no. That's all. Go for butterfly and more, it's like a morph character sheet. It's hard. Okay, here we are. Perception. Perception 12. 8. It doesn't have perception intelligence. It has just pers 2.
Yeah, sorry, with soul, it's probably perception cunning.
Oh, it's a plus 3, I think.
With creatures that are
No, it's plus 2.
below a
That's
certain intelligence, then you use cunning instead of
It says
intelligence.
plus 2, plus 3, plus 3. Con.
Okay, yeah, then just use cunning. Doesn't matter which. Just do it.
7 again. Jesus.
Alright, soul goes flying, going whee!
Now the time to plot Nix's murder. When shall he be released? Maybe strangulation. Maybe that's too quick. Top of boiling water. Yes, I like that.
And he starts circling.
Okay, listen. Are you happy here? And you can speak plainly. Are you?
Is this some kind of trick question? Because this is just ridiculous.
No, this is not a trick question. I'm being very serious right now.
Oh, well. Of course, I mean, have you looked around you? It's like a fairy tale. Oh, look at this thing. I'm in a castle. I live in a castle. Little Trudy, little me. You could have thought. I mean, it's just a dream come true.
Are you sure? Is this what you hoped it would be in your fairy tales? You can be honest with me.
Well, usually things happen a little bit faster in fairy tales, and usually everybody in a fairy tale is usually rather nice, except for the big bad villain that you gotta defeat.
They aren't nice to you, though, are they?
Oh, I mean, they have decided to invite little me. I mean, I'm nothing. I mean, they talk to me, they give me clothing and food and let me stay. I mean, just that is just amazing. That even Valenta like allows me to clean her room. It's just
Listen, get to that. I know that feeling. I wanted to be a little princess in a fairy tale once. Just like you. I did. I lived in not a nice place. And I wanted out. And I was willing to do a lot to get out of it and to get something better, to have people recognize you, acknowledge you, your existence as a person. This is not it. They don't see you as a person, they see you as a plaything. And once they get bored of you, they will throw you away, or worse.
Of course they see me as less than a person. I'm not a vampire, not yet at least. I hope it will happen soon and giving me some promises. And once I am, then I'm gonna truly become one of them. Perfect and finally worthy.
Is that what you want?
I mean, what kind of question is that?
Do you want to drink the blood of innocent people?
Innocent? Drink? I am willing to partake in the sharing of essences between willing people, yes? And it's gonna be eternal life, an eternal party. Being strong and being beautiful. And imagine all the time where I can perfect myself, learn so many things about the world, become a better person. Imagine all the dresses and all the food and all the people. I mean, how can it not be a dream?
Do you think it's alright to think of you as lesser? Just because you're not a vampire?
But I don't understand. I mean, they live forever. Their flesh mend itself. They are able to turn into mist and animals and make you almost fall in love with them with just a gaze.
Look here for a moment. Hamartia will open the palm of her hand and will use Druidcraft in order to create a rose.
Oh, that's beautiful!
And I am not a vampire, nor is she. And she is a truly remarkable woman. There are many paths to better oneself. And going on about it that way doesn't lead to perfection. Right now it all seems nice, glamorous, glitterous, comfortable compared to what you've been before, I presume. I don't want to presume too much. I also don't really come from high places. But if you will try and look beneath all of that glamour, beneath all of that illusion, you'll see these are the saddest people you'll ever know.
Sad? How can they be?
You know, well,
I'm.
if you have all the time in the world, you might eventually become bitter or bored. And eventually you might start to also see everyone else as lesser.
I already talked with Ludmilla about that, and she has been a true blessing, like a vampire godmother of some sort. And
I haven't had opportunity to speak to her much, but she...
Oh, the mature one, the dark-skinned one, with the gold and the pearls, yes.
She's
did
wonderful. Tell off, she did tell off, Anastasia and Valenta earlier.
Oh yeah, when Anastasia and Valenta gets a little bit carried away with their tricks and their pranks, and Ludmilla is there to calm them down.
These are not tricks and pranks, this is cruelty.
Yes. But another thing, you're from Barovia, are you not? The village?
You know who I am?
I do.
How can that be? How can that be possible? I mean, I am nobody.
Approached by a desperate woman looking for her missing daughter.
Oh, Mama.
And
well, that doesn't surprise me. I hope she's well.
Well, I don't think she's well.
That's sad.
She's sad about you being missing, and
yeah.
You know, we.
She tends to be
de där
overprotective in that way.
Well, she's your mother, is she not?
I'm not sure. Speak
Either
about
way.
cruelty? Well, what kind of cruelty is it to have your mother treat you like you are a child when you are a teenager and lock you into your room for several days on the street, hardly allowing you to leave your own house because, oh, something can happen to you? That's the kind of overprotective my mother was.
You know, my parents used to have a lot of expectations of me. I would constantly sneak out, try to do everything in my power to get around them.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't allow me to study offensive magic, so
That's some pussy boy moves right there.
I did it anyway, without telling them.
You followed your heart's desire, and I applaud you for that.
Anders, vi kommer komma över där och spänna
And,
dig.
well,
But it's not like my mother controlled where I get my education or what profession I'm going to have in the future. She told me that I was 9 years old when I was 13. And I never grew older than 9. And she treated me like I was 9. I could never go out and play with Perry again. I could never go out and enjoy the rain. I was stuck in there for years.
I'm so sorry.
Is that normal? I don't think so. It shouldn't be.
It's not, and it shouldn't be, but do you think this is normal?
It's the strange that I choose. Either I wilt away in my mother's attic, or I try to find some kind of glory here.
Lyria kind of looks over towards Amartya.
You want to find glory? Is that it? You won't find it here. Here, innocence will become corruption. You will become like them, and you will hurt the people around you. The people you love and care for. And you wouldn't even notice a difference. You'll think you love them. But you cause so much pain. There is no easy path to glory. There is no easy path towards living a fulfilling life. There is no such thing in both as a fulfilling life, for God's sake. But we have to try and do our best.
Exactly.
Even if it's hard. No, this is not your best. You're better than that.
I am not.
You are.
Yes, you are.
I'm
You're a
just
wonderful
stupid
young woman.
Nobody
You're...
who come
Listen to
from
me.
absolutely nothing.
And where I come from, what you can do, your abilities determine your worth.
Well, what can I do other than just read? And so badly. I don't have a proper education. I have no
I
money.
can't sew at all.
Well, I do, and I can tell you something. You need to practice it again and again and again and fail until you do something, well.
Where? And with what protection?
Give me. Well, shit.
I'm never going back there. You gotta understand.
Wait, it's somewhere. Okay.
I was dying in that cage.
In Wallaki, I think there is an empty plot waiting for a craftsman to come and take over. People need sewers, people know how to sew in order to fix their clothing from a hard day of work. And there is coin in that, and I can assure you there is coin in that because I worked there in Wallaki. There are empty homes, right?
But what if I want more out of this life than just a little seamstress?
Well,
I don't want to become my mom.
What do you want to be?
I want this. Don't you understand? I want the parties. I want the dresses. I want the small talk. I want the drama.
She can't catch it out. Like, no, she can't catch it though.
I want the perfume. I want the Yuri. I want the buffets. I want the twinkling of the chandeliers and the gilded mirrors.
Alright. I don't think
a dashing man, like the one that was shirtless with fiery hair.
You know, there aren't many new people you can find at this court here.
No, but I've heard that you're the savior, Lady Lyria. That you soon are going to change things for us.
I hope I can.
I hope you do. I mean, you're so cool.
What exactly about me is cool?
Well, you are cool. Like, you just rock that outfit. And you both know magic. And, you know, the art of the sword. And you have the full, can you imagine? Oh, how romantic, the full attention of Lord Strahd. I mean, he is a fairy tale prince of epic proportions. And he has his eyes only for you. I mean, did you see how you danced together? Oh, my heart was going to swell over.
I'm very well aware of that. Illyria kind of looks like a bit, sort of like she had this like smile kind of listening to her, kind of like, you know, sort of like, you know when you listen to a child, right?
Yeah.
And then she mentioned the thing about Strahd, and Illyria just kind of like went, Illyria's face just went kind of grim. You think Strahd is a fairy tale prince?
Oh,
yeah.
The presence, his gentlemanly behavior, his charm.
Hey, Illyria, do tell me, what kind of stories do you have about Strahd?
Hey, have you heard about what happened to Irina?
I think, yeah, I heard that Valenta and Anastasia was talking about it, and I heard it was a terrible accident.
We had just arrived, and we were trying to... Irina was accompanying us, and I told her that maybe one day I would like to show her my home. I'd say we were friends. And then we met him, and you know, she was supposed to be his next consort.
She... Yes, well, that I know. When I was picked up and flown against Ravenloft and Strahd's arms.
Well, he saw me and he realized who I was, or had his first suspicions.
Oh, you did? Oh my god, this sounds like it could belong in like some
Wait
kind
a
of
minute.
romantic book. That first
me-
gaze when he looked
let
upon
me
you.
continue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It seemed he forgot everything immediately about what he was here for, that being Irina, and told me to come to the castle immediately. Me specifically.
Like you should. Wanted to meet you again after so many centuries.
Can you please wait and listen?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And in that moment, Irina spoke up. And she said that she stood up for me and said that he shouldn't drag her friends into this and that he should leave me alone. Because in that moment I was frozen and I didn't know what to do. And the next thing that happened, she was slumped against a tree, dying.
What? I
That's
don't understand.
When she spoke up, he just cast her aside.
Men det är också like...
Said he used a bit too much force. I was there when she died. And I promised her brother I'd protect her.
Men andra saker är mycket roligare än att fucking jag har running disease.
I don't...
So maybe you should reconsider Lord Strahd's role in your fairy tales.
That must be a misunderstanding. I am sure that
There is no misunderstandings here. Do you know Morgantha, by the way?
Yeah,
What do you think about her?
Like jag fucking...
a little bit forceful, but she's a knight apostle, so you know, it's exciting. I'm not entirely sure what the title even means.
Okay, let me explain what it means. So, do you know about a certain meal in Wallaki? Have you ever eaten pies in Barovia village in Wallaki, maybe? The Granny apple pie?
Mama, well, once when we had some surplus.
Prostrate.
Can you... I can't hear you over you, I'm sorry.
She says, Mama, well, when we had a surplus once, it's quite nice.
Well,
It's the ultimate sign of...
let me tell you what it's made of. And, actually, no. Should I? You want to know? She looks at there for a second. Like, should I? She is waiting for Leah's response.
don't want to scare her too much.
Okay, so let's not delve into that, but it's not something nice. I can tell you that. I am her daughter after all.
Men det är då, hon är lite bättre.
What?
Men
I,
jag jobbar med
Oh yes, I'm a daughter. That makes things a lot more easier. So you, what? So these people, they're motherly towards you, right? So everyone there is nice and kind and gracious.
discontinued, she will die within a week.
Let me show you something. Hamadia will roll back the sleeve of her left hand in order to show all of the scars there.
there's a audible gasp. She takes a
Dude,
step back.
I'm gonna get
Maybe I think maybe that's enough.
These are the sort of people you're consorting with.
I don't understand. This is too much than what little I can comprehend. You make me a little bit uncomfortable.
where'd you buy your
Enjoy your evening.
Wait.
She's gonna run away.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
hilarious. I don't think.
Magic persist.
Hilaria kind of runs after Hamartia for a little while, and then it's like, I really don't think we should scare the child anymore.
Well, if she can't, look at me. We can't. She is going to become one of them, and then you'll have to look her in the eyes and kill her.
I don't think we can change her mind, and now she might go around telling everybody about the fact that we scared her.
Well, I hate this.
We haven't fucked this up. I really wanted her. We just kind of like slumps down on like.
No, I fucked up. No, it's not you. Come on. You're fine. It's me. I was the.
No, I think she deserves better.
He does, but she's so stubborn. It's infuriating.
Just hope she'll be okay.
This is not good. Yeah, I had it up in night. We should probably check on Fad when I think about it.
Yes, that was a head, right? That was a skull.
Yeah, that was definitely a skull. A live one. Not alive, but a real one. Maybe we should check on. Yeah, maybe we should check on him.
We probably should, although are we sure we should just let her run off?
Well, you stopped me, so I can't do shit now. I'm going to go after her. You go ahead and take care of Fad, okay?
Okay, just maybe try to be a bit careful about scaring her.
I'm trying to not be scared. It's hard. Okay.
I know, and I'm really sorry.
Okay, I'll be here. Cute Hamati. Okay. Oh, you can make so cute Hamati. Okay, good. Let's go.
Alright.
Hamatia will send Soul in pursuit and will go in her general direction.
Okay, well, it was like 2-3 minutes there.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what to do.
Hey, can I try to track her down? Footprints, smell, anything?
Smell. Well, she does have a heavy perfume. Still gonna be hard. So roll me a perception intelligence. So.
Aww.
Yeah, no. You get over to this junction here, and you see no trace of her.
Okay, so I'm just going to explore. I didn't. So everywhere I went. So this gate is this gate open?
It's not open.
Open it.
You cannot.
Okay, I will go over. I will use Soul as a scout to see if he sees anything. But I basically search for every opening that I can see to see if I find her.
Okay.
I don't think we should. I mean, I can just throw around here, but I go through every door, every nook, every cranny.
You can open the stables if you want to.
I open this table.
Alright.
Do I see anything?
Jag måste hitta, köpa mig en fucking soundboard bara så jag kan bass boosta mig själv.
Well, except for a gigantic carriage and 2 stalls with dark horses. The horses are a little bit strange. They have no food, no water, and they're standing perfectly still. It's very quiet in here. Very still. Very
Well, she's not.
empty.
So she goes away. Actually, I don't think we can. You know, just because of the time, I don't think we can. If I don't know.
Alright, you take a lap around the castle. In the meantime,
Yeah. Castle lap. Mario can't go.
Thad. Let's go back to the lounge and the intense stairs.
Ray.
10 minutes passes. Sometimes you can see this minuscule changes in her expression. Satisfaction, sometimes frustration. But all of it is still this intense focus on you and your form. And eventually she sits back with a sigh, narrows her eyes with a bit of perspective a little bit further away, leans in again, do some more touches, leans back,
Oh yeah.
leans in, leans back. The last lean in came after a straight minute of observation between the two. The painting and the real you.
Something wrong?
No. Quite the opposite.
What a man, what a man, what a
But
man.
the finishing strokes are always the hardest. It's a game of knowing when to stop. When a brush stroke will not gain anything further than just to muddle your essence. But I think for now we are done with this leg of the journey.
What do you mean by that? By this leg?
Painting is a process. But do not worry. Now it's all me. This paint needs to age. Needs to dry. I will do further finishing touches from my impeccable memory. And then varnish and a proper frame needs to be attached. And then it will be finished. Still, she turns her easel around so you can look upon yourself. And it's...
How does it look?
As you stare onto yourself in the picture, it frightens you. Because you can see how comfortable and luxurious you're looking in the divan. How your body language is arrogant, cocky, dismissive. You can see the skull that you're holding a little bit at an arm's length from yourself, but its existence is undeniable. Knowing what it represents. And then, shining clearly through your eyes, is fear. Anxiousness. Worry. And a bizarre juxtaposition from your body language. It's... The painting is crisp. Almost photorealistic. There's only certain points where you see that there needs to be some follow-ups. But so far, in this short amount of time, less than half an hour, she has managed to capture something that is far, far too close to reality than what is comfortable.
Canyon?
Dad will just stare at it for quite a while. Taking it all in. Gee. When you paint other people, do you reflect how do I put those into words? How do you read people like that?
She sits back, folds her hands rather neatly in her lap, then looks up at you with a rather patient gaze. I guess it's a mixture of talent and experience. Before this prison of mists, I have met many people. And when I became elevated to this state at which I find myself, my talent in reading people, not only understanding their outside form and purpose, but I could look within and see their hints of their soul's form as well. And after years of walking in the night, the state has only magnified my particular talents. And she licks her lips.
Dear Lord. Ah, I see. It's quite marvelous. So
Thank you.
it's hard to put it into words, I suppose.
Yes. Unfortunately, there are sometimes reactions like this, but don't worry, there has been far worse. There are some who lash out when they are confronted.
Staring
an-
into one's own image is it's never an easy experience. I guess.
Yes. Knowing thyself is tragically a hard trait to come by, and accepting it even fewer.
This whole time was the painting facing Thad,
No, this
or
is the
did you
first
turn
time.
it back around?
This is the first time you've seen it. Yeah.
No,
she,
but
she
this
turned
whole...
it when she
Okay.
when she finished. She turned it so you can see it.
Okay, but it's still turned towards that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like a
this whole
cruel-
time they were talking,
Yeah. Like a cruel
Thad
mirror.
was staring at the cover at the painting.
Yeah, staring into yourself. This could
So
be,
how long was? Sorry, you were saying.
This could be a powerful moment for you. If you accept it. Which I think you should.
How
Nothing
do I
is-
accept it?
Nothing is more beautiful, Thad, than our true selves. What is ugly is denying it. You are beautiful in your uniqueness.
There have been only like 2 other people who've ever told me that. So thank you. And he turns his gaze towards her.
She smiles brightly, like widely, showing off her teeth. No, thank you for giving me a moment of rapture once more. And she picks up your painting, her easel, her things. She puts back the skull onto the little cloth pedestal. And without a second gaze or any other words, she just leaves you there on the divan. And with
I'll
that,
stay there for
Oh.
quite a while. I'm saying Thad will just stay there and kind of stare at the wall.
alright, you needed some moments to think. We're gonna go for a short break. Woo!
Hey!
Alright.
Like.
Nice! Nice! Very good, guys. Woo! Some sadness with Trudy.
Yeah.
Some painting.
I hope that won't backfire horribly.
How could that possibly backfire? What are you talking about?
Well, Amate is not a people person.
Obviously.
He's not a people person.
Look at me, kid. I am also a monster.
Hello, literal child. Do you want to see my horns?
Oh man, that was. It's a horn in a singular. Thank you. Not different.
Oh. Well, okay. Let's
One horn.
refill our glasses. Empty our bladders. Do the things we need to do, and come back prepared. All right. See y'all soon. Gonna go refill my glass. You are back. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's nice that Adrian is coming soon.
Yeah.
Oopsie doopsie. I did an oopsie. I said that's very sad. I must be really frustrated.
I'm not saying that one of my players in a game I run carries around the cursed portrait of themselves. But
Yeah, I mean, he can do that. He can pick up his painting at some point and do that. But...
wait a minute, that means it's cursed!
Ooh, I said too much. I'm not frustrated, I'm just disappointed, okay. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Not angry, just disappointed. But yeah, one of my players is like, yeah, I have a cursed painting of myself, I'm only gonna destroy it when it becomes a problem.
How Dorian Gray. I'm reminded of the purported First Nation superstition that a camera would capture a person's soul. Oh, that's true. That's true. There were people that were scared of that.
And this slightly better document is producing a too perfect work of craft captures the craft person's soul.
Isn't that what Dorian Gray kind of like?
I don't know about that one.
Maybe. It's not that I organize a bunch of stuff into various boxes and then stack those boxes and then you knock them over, but like, no thanks. Okay.
This is fine.
So your first mistake was putting things into boxes.
Yeah.
With cats?
This is fine.
And boxes? Yeah, you know, it's just impossible. Your second mistake is to allow your cat to knock anything over. You know, you think they're going to be angels. I put lids on the boxes though. Okay. Good one though.
Yeah.
But think they're gonna be little angels and not push things. Allow? I don't allow her to do anything. She just does it. Yeah.
That's pretty much cats in a nutshell, though.
Yeah. I mean, I love cats. That's amazing.
Same.
Reminded me of that chainmail, like when chainmails were a thing, called The Dogs and the Cats Diary. That went around in Sweden. That became like a huge thing. It was read on like radio, and they couldn't like almost finish the chainmail because they were like dying of laughter. And it's like the dog's diary starts with like, woohoo! Waking up at 8 a.m. with my and snuggling in bed. It's the best thing ever. And then woohoo! Eating breakfast at 8:30. It's the best thing ever. Woohoo! Going out on a morning promenade with my best human. It's the best thing ever. Woohoo! Playing in the garden. It like carries on until night, and everything is the best thing ever. And then there's a cat's diary that starts with 9,848 days in prison.
Yeah.
I
I
tried
like
to.
dogs too, but I know I couldn't properly take care of one. Like, I mean, we have a family dog, but he's like, you know, a family dog, so like we got him when I was like 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very old man by now.
Cat first for 6, let him clean this room. Lol. Okay. Okay, before time is running out of our grasp, let's
Fuck you, time.
yeah, fuck you, time. Actually, sincere fuck you to time. Let's get back into it. So, Illyria, you walk
Yes.
out the gardens. Go through the castle. The sound of the ballroom increases once more in strength. You can hear the string quartet play once more, but you're quite concerned about Thaddeus. So you take a very quick turn into the lunchroom, and Thad, you're in a different world. So for a second here, Illyria, you can observe Thaddeus just staring into an opposite wall, lying on the divan, still shirtless. But no vampire or flambeed head, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
But still blood like all over his forearms and a little bit dripping from his neck.
That's true.
That, are you okay? As she kind of like carefully walks around.
What? Yeah, I'm great. Why do you ask?
Well, last time I walked in here, you sat there shirtless with a flambéed head.
Head. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, she asked me to hold it, so I did.
Didn't really want to cause a scene.
Why would you cause a scene? That's...
By
She's just kinda...
ripping her away from her canvas, and
I mean, she was just drawing, making a painting of me. It's nothing to...
with a severed head.
It's, you know, some people have the art. You know?
Where's your shirt?
Oh. And he kind of picks it up from the floor and starts putting it on again.
You might want to wash up a little.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that's a lot of... Okay. This isn't mine, I hope.
I don't think. I mean, you have some. Did she drink from you?
Oh yeah, before she painted me.
All right.
Yeah, she was very adamant about that being part of it, so, you know. When in Barovia, I suppose.
This is one hell of a night.
Yeah.
Should we look for somewhere to wash up?
Sure, yeah.
Got told in no uncertain terms that I'm not welcome here, although I think I was the lucky one out of our little group, as she kind of like motions towards her shirt.
Oh. Is that blood?
No, it's wine.
Oh, that's okay. What happened?
I think somebody put Gertruda, the little girl, up to throw it on me.
Oh, was it the bitches?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's fun. It's a shame we can't kill them. Oh well. Kinda stands up, kinda wipes his forearm on the couch. Kinda starts wiping all the blood and kinda wiping it on the couch, and then puts his shirt on. Kinda dresses again. Gets dressed.
I am
Alright.
sure that there is a washroom somewhere.
It's fine. I'm used to it, I suppose.
Amardia, in the meantime, you have taken a lap around the castle. With Soul helping you. There's no Gertruda inside.
No. What have I done? What I think? Think, where could she be? Oh, no. Trudy?
Silence answers back.
No. Okay. Think about it. Think. Where could she be? So, come here. So, wake up, please. I need you.
Don't disturb me. I'm musing about how to kill Nyx in the most gruesome manner.
Okay, that's good. But I need a little bit of brainstorming. If I would do something and finally I would get mad, and I would go somewhere. Where would I go in here? Where do you think I go? Oh, to run away, to hide, to I don't know what. This is so vexing.
I don't hide. I just strike.
You are the cutest homicidal month I know. And perhaps, no, you're the cutest homicidal month ever. But that's not happening right now. So I need you to concentrate for me because I messed things up and I don't know where Gertruda is.
You wanna murder her? It sounds like you wanna murder her.
Oh no!
You wanna like sweep
I want to
her
murder
mistake?
her expectations of this place.
I mean, we can sweep our social faux pas underneath the rug, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I only need to murder her expectations of this place, not actually murder her.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to speak about who we can murder and who we can't murder, but we'll have a talk.
So complicated. But where would that little vermin coward worm and hide? Probably in some kind of hole somewhere.
Hole somewhere.
A corner.
Good. Maybe in the castle itself, perhaps?
Then they hide and they believe and they think I can't see them, but I do, and I sweep down and I grab the worm and I eat it!
Okay, let's calm down.
I'm sorry, I'm getting hungry.
I know. Okay, here, have a one. Oh shit, I don't have my worms here.
Wait, could we perhaps ask that strange chef to prepare Nix's liver as food for me? That would be awesome.
Not yet, no.
We should write that up on the list, though.
Yeah, you go ahead and make a mental note of it.
I shall. It's gonna be delectable.
Oh no, let's get to the monster. Okay, I'll go enter the castle.
Okay.
Okay, so I haven't been here, but I think Leia and company would be here. And Nyx would also be here. And maybe they can help me out, I don't know. You two are creepy. Don't look at me. And she...
They are not, but you just stare ahead. Not really.
Yeah, she looks at like the two gods and gives them
Okay. And you walk into the castle. Meanwhile,
Adrian! Hi!
Yes!
How many people are dead?
None that we know of so far.
They have
The head.
probably scared. Yeah, that's true. Ahead. They have probably scared the little girl, though.
I just
we
showed them
scared
my arm
Gertruda
scars.
shitless.
It wasn't. I didn't transform fully. I mean, Marc, she didn't see arm scars. Come on. I mean, she didn't see a shirtless man before, so I guess.
I mean, maybe the fact that you're like, I'm a hag's daughter did it?
But she knows I'm a hag's daughter.
True.
Okay.
She's
Anyway,
Gertruda's scared.
Anyway.
You've had a bit of a spell of sorts. A bit of a melancholy spell. And you excuse yourself from Illyrio's side, and you ventured over to the musicians to sit down and like think for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
true.
yeah, that's very true considering everything that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wanna remain here in this comfortable seat, just looking at these drunken smiles of these musicians carry on with their music, or do you want to go and do something?
How long have I been here?
15 minutes or so.
And have I noticed where the others have gone?
They didn't exit the ballroom, but where they've gone after that, you don't know.
Okay. I'll get tired of the classical music. And like, come on, where's the beat?
Where's the jazz?
Yeah, and I guess he'll do a once around looking for Illyria, but I guess at this point, you know, he is not exactly expecting much from here. And it's mostly from an eavesdropping thing, like snatch a glass from a table somewhere and just, you know, be that social outcast that just flutters from group to group for a period of time. Mm-hmm. And when they like look at me like I should engage in the conversation, he'd just be like a smile and move on to the next one.
Oh, okay. Well, you quickly overhear a discussion of like this grumpy old grandpa gnome is teaching advanced arcane to this very eager Adrian.
What? Oh, right, yeah.
This is so fucking confusing.
Okay. Is it at all interesting?
It's a bit of a math lecture going on.
Back in my day!
Nah, I mean, they are very much engaged in this conversation.
Okay, I will specify then to save you the trouble of telling me what every single group is saying. He would just be listening in to see if he can catch any words of like Illyria. whether or not they're speaking of context about Illyria, and proceed to wander, and unless someone calls me out.
No, I don't think so. I'm not talking about Illyria, no.
Okay.
But as you walk through the room, you're able to hear Cantemir and Strahd hear the word, oh god, there we go. They're talking about food production in the village of Barovia. Do you want to like overtly go over there and like listen in, or do you want to more like subtly
I
approach?
will dawdle and like make it look like I am turning my shoulder to them, but like kind of listening into this group, but listening into Strahd.
Oh yeah, okay. So you were hearing strips of conversation where Pascal is rather excitedly talking about the taste of the little hag daughter to Elsa.
He like behind his mask wishes he could pinch his nose.
Okay, but make me a subterfuge with cunning.
Subtle cunning.
Very cunning.
Also subterfuge. I mean, we rolled stakes. Oh wow, finally good roll. Good job, man.
22.
Whoa!
Sneaky.
Save this session.
That's pretty sneaky.
I'm
all right.
not interested in this food talk.
you step close enough to hear Cantemir voice comes into clarity, saying, "With a bigger workforce, I might be able to squeeze more out of it, you see." In response, Strahd narrows his eyes, which is enough to make Cantemir develop a sweat droplet that travels from his forehead to his jaw. More food is excellent, but your primary goal is still the wine, Cantemir. Start producing it, or our deal is over. I'm sure there are others in that wretched village who is as hungry as you are for influence. And believe me, I would love to personally wring every last disgusting droplet of blood from your still warm body for what you did to my Vistana. You have one chance, shopkeeper. One chance to impress me. See it done. And remember, the boy is there for the protection of the town, to uphold my law, and to watch you closely. I wouldn't stumble if I were you. Cantemir takes a big step back and like, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm gonna try to do my best. Yes, and like bows several times, and then Strahd eyes meet yours. You study. I hope you are enjoying the festivities.
I mean, it's rather ostentatious, but pleasant enough. The bards that you acquired to play the music are very skilled, so kudos to that.
I am very pleased with hearing of the Stani enjoying my taste in music. That is a high mark.
Good to know, but as we all know, I'm not exactly what I the wrapper doesn't match the gooey insides.
He narrows his eyes a little bit. Speak plainly.
I'm merely going on what you told me, Lord Strahd. The last time we met. On the balcony.
I hope my gift have been of use to you, Bastani. And I have felt you offering yourself and drinking from my chalice. I'm glad that you're finally joining the fold.
And which fold are you referring to? There's so many folds just in this costume alone.
Oh my god.
My sad, but still going strong kingdom. That fold.
I do not wish to cause alarm, Lord Strahd, but I've been out and about with Illyria, protecting her as you so asked. My experience isn't what you would call a growing kingdom. There are many that wish to subvert you and fight back, or just generally displeased with not being able to eat or have any wine. I would offer my services to try and make this production happen once more. After all, it's not like, an old shopkeeper could do it.
He has his uses, even if they are dwindling.
Someone as smart as you, Lord Strahd, you would probably have the wherewithal to have your options open, no? I do not mean to say that it will be one or the other. I mean to say, what's the problem with having two rather than one?
I would like to see your political strategy in making those wretched Barovian souls accept you as their burgomaster. That would be quite amusing.
Do I have your permission, Lord Strahd, to at least try?
I already have a candidate that I wish to eventually rise to the position.
That's fine. I don't mean to take control or anything for too much time.
But
after,
if Illyria does dismiss you, grow tired of you, then I shall know your desires.
Let's focus on one thing at a time. The wine production is disappointing myself. I too am parched after all this damn grape mash that's just acidic and tasteless.
It's a crisis that I am currently solving, and production should be up and running with Cantemir sooner rather than later, or else he knows the consequences.
If you say so, I don't have your same faith. After all, that worm of a man would do anything to subvert power just to get another gold coin, in my opinion. After all, he tried to bleed us dry the moment we stepped into Barovia village. What sort of a man can you trust who just cares about gold?
I know how he thinks. I know his desires. And he's merely just a stepping stone for the true figurehead. For now, his connections and his predictability is of use.
Very well. The offer is open, Lord Strahd. After all, like I said, more options are better than none.
It's
And he gives
unusual for a Vistani to offer themselves to a enterprise that is stable and long-lasting. But I hear your wishes, and I shall consider them.
As you wish. Like I said, I'm not trying to force your hand in any way, but it's there if you need it. I have a great investment in Barovia village. After all, that ass burned down the tavern which my kin was within. And I have not forgiven him despite what Dorenia has said. But I understand he is your vassal too. I won't touch him. Fret not, Lord Strahd. My wrath is quenched for the time being. I just merely want Barovia village to be well supported by someone that cares about it. And
I
then he gives
will
a...
allow
Okay.
you to do it yourself out of justice. When Duru is ready, and I give the go-ahead. And believe me, I do not plan to make him go unpunished for his crimes.
I appreciate that. Lord Strahd.
There's a very strong look in his eyes, there's a fury behind that cold.
I would
fury.
think that Nick's his eyes burn behind the mask just as strongly. It's weird because he really hates Strahd, but at the same time, this one brief moment they see eye to eye.
Yay! Sympathizing with the villain! Woo!
Wow, justice and vengeance. He'll give a short bow and do a whole sort of half pirouette to spin away with his costume twirling and try and dance out of the hallway. Doop, doop, doop. Gotta find my friends.
Alright, at the same time, you do see Hamartia step into the lounge at the end of the hallway.
Wait, Hamachi goes into the lounge up here?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
steps out.
Yeah, she steps
Okay,
into
from here and you see go here. I think.
yeah, step into the lounge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will raise an eyebrow behind my mask
Yeah.
and kind of step there. Clip,
Okay.
clop, clip, clop, clip, clop.
Alright. And you all join in the rather cozy lounge. Would you look at that?
Gangs all back together.
Oh, Nix.
Hello?
Oh, look at him. Look at him. Doesn't have a shirt on. And he's
I
bleeding.
have a shirt on. What are you
No,
talking
he put
about?
his shirt on
Now
again.
he has
Oh,
a shirt on.
I'm dressed. I'm presentable. What are you talking about?
Oh, I mean, you didn't have your shirt on.
Is everything alright with you guys?
I didn't find her. And it...
Good, I hope she's okay.
I did no.
No, maybe it was my fault. Maybe I scared her.
No, you are the one on the... Oh, yes, I have scars in my hand. No, but, she was so stubborn. Oh,
You
yes.
traumatize the child.
Illyria is going
Wait,
to
who are we talking
put
about
a
here?
hand on Hamartia's shoulder and is like, look, you did what you thought was right.
Why is it always so hard to be genuine with people? Why can't
We tried to have a chat with Gertrude, and apparently she doesn't wish to leave.
Yeah, she wants to become a vampire and the kids or something. I don't know what vampires do. Except drink blood and be smarmy.
And then she ran off, and I'm quite worried about her.
This is on me. I am not a people person. You know,
It's fine. Luckily, someone here is a people person, and he strikes a pose.
who's that?
It's
Well,
me, obviously.
I hope we can.
I struck a slight rapport with Gertrude earlier on. She seemed to be quite enamored by a show of dominance, which is, I guess, understandable, given she is just looking to be dominated by a vampire.
Oh,
Yes.
you turned it.
She's a teenager.
This is shit. But how old is she? Anyway?
Wait, I'm sure you were unruly as a teenager, Illyria.
Well, of course I was.
Right, you had your own vices. You had weird quirks about you as a teenager. Out of interest, name one.
I mean, I used to sneak out a lot and, like, try to learn how to throw firebolts.
Right, you little arsonist, you. Still, everyone has their thing.
Hey, I only set something on fire. So, I want to say twice.
That's
Was this
impressive.
like a house, or was it like a candle?
More like maybe trash can
I think we're getting. Oh.
and a tree.
Oh.
And?
Is it twice?
Right, you see, everyone has their vices, Illyria, so if you can point me in the direction where the angsty teenager who wants to be dominated ran to, I will do my best to re-dominate her.
She went to the northeast from the garden, and I couldn't find her from there.
Yes.
So I have no idea where she is. Fred, are you okay? You seem awfully silent.
No, I'm fine. Perfectly fine. I just need another drink, that's all.
Do you feel a bit woozy?
Does he look fine? Empathy check.
Empathy composure!
Empathy composure. Do it. Do it.
Do it!
Yeah, it's fine.
Do you wanna say what god, or do you wanna roll against?
I wouldn't know anything is wrong.
Like, you are a little bit scatterbrained, at least.
Yeah, I'm just so yeah. I'll...
Taken
Is it
aback.
You can see
obvious?
he's a bit dazed, I guess.
That's a good one.
Like, okay, so the difference here is the drunkenness versus anything else. Is it
No,
obvious
he's not
that
drunk.
it's different?
He's-
No, I know,
he's
but it's
dazed.
okay. The feeling is different. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
probably fine. Although Illyria does know that he has been drank from.
Is he slightly paler?
Oh, that he is.
Yeah, might just be the missing blood. It's probably fine.
Wait, did you agree for her to drink you?
I mean, she was quite convincing. Said that it needs to be part of the painting.
What do you think of her? Is
Process.
she a nice person?
Yeah, she's great.
She's great.
Empathy check.
Sure.
Bexxy,
Yeah.
as Hamatia is well versed in enchantment spells, would that raise any red flag for her?
Ooh. Well, make me an empathy composure and let's see.
Okay, fine.
Though it's an interesting angle. So depending upon what you roll here, you might get an answer that nobody else would have gotten.
12!
I had a 17.
Spicy.
Ugh. Well.
I want to go shit right now.
Well, you're not sure. Like, it's not ruled out, Hamartia, but you're not entirely sure.
Yes, I want to make sense.
So you're still, like, you have a suspicion, you're not sure. Nyx, 17. Oh. You want to roll against with deception or persuasion, Thad, or you just want to, like, describe from what he has rolled?
So what is he trying to deduce?
When you said that she's a great person, whether or not that was like a
Genuine.
forced thing or genuine, yeah,
Oh,
like
pretty
you are
genuine.
pretty genuine. Okay.
Yeah.
So by a method
great.
of deduction, someone who says a vampire is genuinely good person is immediately sus.
Yeah, especially if they're from the Protectorate. Like, I want to throw that in there.
Yeah, yeah. All points point to sus.
Himate will pull out her needle, which is right now in her hair. Hey, Fadi, do you mind handing your finger for me here a little bit? Please, just one of your fingers.
Why?
Over here. Well, I want to test something. It won't hurt. It's just a little prick. Little prick on the finger.
I think I've been pricked enough.
No, it's
Yeah.
really little. I'm going to do it.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Don't make this hard on me, please.
No, I think I'm good, thanks. Starts backing up a bit.
Before backs up, can I try to prick him with the needle, but as doing as little damage as possible?
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
PvP.
Well, no, it's more like who reacts first.
Let me double check something.
Let me double. You should
I
probably
better-
consult with the person who made the system, Bexxy.
Yeah, I should
that's
do
a good
that.
idea.
I should do that.
That's a good idea.
I gotta send them a Discord
Oh,
message.
she's a pretty cool girl.
Well,
So
Doesn't have time for anyone though, so you know.
ooh, I'm sorry. Oh God.
Do you follow rules as written, or are the rules being written as you follow them?
That hits way too close to home.
Yes, the answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Rules as I'm writing them, damn it.
I mean, that's such a cool position to be in, to be honest.
Is it a roll? It
It's
is not,
it's a
bitch.
conflicting role, okay? It's a conflicting role.
Starting from the latest patch, relevant now, this is a
Patch coming in tomorrow.
Okay, so technically in the charm ability, it is when the vampire that casts the charm or their allies do anything harmful to the target, they can repeat the saving throw. Hamartia, you are not considered an ally of Tista.
It doesn't matter. Would Amatia know this though? I think she would. Yeah. She would.
I mean,
Never
some spells, you know, was just when
Oh,
they
you do it
take
from that
damage.
way? I always look at it from the ally of the person that's being damaged, not the ally that made the charm.
Yeah, I mean, it says each time the vampire or their companions do anything harmful to the target, it can repeat the saving throw.
I see.
But what about anything else?
Anything else?
It doesn't state anything else.
Not yet.
Yeah! No, this is the original charm effect. I haven't done anything to it.
Okay. Well, you deal with your little prick, Amatia. I will go find Getruda.
Okay, I don't think it will actually work. No. How do we get it off him?
Get what off?
Y-
What are you
know,
talking
if we
about?
can. What are we trying to get off?
Yeah, what's going on?
She steps a little bit closer.
Nix, you're actually stopped
Back.
by the door.
Which door?
This door here. Okay,
Oh,
come down.
all the way back there?
Yeah, all the way back there. By these two servants who step in your way. And they politely inform you that dessert and entertainment is starting soon. And so Strata wishes everyone to gather in the ballroom.
I look at them and say, boys, do you know how long it takes me to pee in this thing? It takes so long to get rid of these folds of fabric, and I would like a little privacy if it's okay. I'll be right back. No biggie.
They take this bestride, and one of them says, then let me escort you to the restroom, sir.
I know where it is. I'm a big boy.
I'm sure you do, but out of your safety. Please this way.
Is there danger? Okay, he passes through.
They don't
So-
answer this. And
Safety.
he shows his hand, moves his hand down the hallway to the south.
Nick sighs and figures out how he's got to pee now. He hasn't drunk a single thing all day. It's like freaking parched, but gotta pee. Where the hell is the bathroom? He looks back up the hallway and he's like, over here or over here?
You should, points towards this door here.
Okay. I will. We haven't even been done here.
No, you haven't.
I will go through the door.
Alright. There you go.
Like-
There you go.
You can say here you go all you want. But okay, there.
Here you go.
There you go. You have the bathroom.
It's a freaking empty room. There's no bathroom.
There's stuff in there. There's no assets for bathrooms.
Okay. Fine.
Imagination.
There's a trough on the floor.
Imagination. Okay, anyway, what's Nix's pee? What's going on?
So I think our dear friend his mind influenced by a foreign force, if you get my meaning.
What do you mean?
I mean, she charmed you.
No, I mean she's quite charming, if that's what you mean.
Okay, I know she's charming. She's quite literally charming. Sit down.
Thad kind of backs away slowly from Hermatia.
I'm not going to do anything to you.
You're kind of creeping me out, mate.
I know I'm keeping you out, but that's besides the point.
Not
Yeah,
in an
come here.
endearing way, creeping out. Like.
Leia, can you help me, please? We need to. Okay, I think I might be able to help with that condition, but for it to surely work, I'm going to need this cooperation.
Well, okay, what corporation?
I am going to use a charm of my own in order to subvert the first charm.
Is that how it works?
I have no idea, but I'm willing to try.
I'm not. And it starts heading for the door. I'm gonna go get desserts.
Yeah,
Starts heading for the door.
Don't you want to at least... You know what vampires can do?
Do I know what vampires can do?
Depends upon how much attention you paid to the lessons. This is something that your mom would try to
Not
hammer.
much.
Yeah.
Not much.
Roll an intelligence check.
Alright. Intelligence. Ooh, that's a nice crispy D20. 14.
14. Okay. You do have some vague memory that is rather unpleasant that you kind of want to exit as soon as possible about your mom talking about how their vials can charm you and make you believe that you're their friends.
I mean, there's stories of vampires charming people, I guess, but I don't don't think she charmed me. She's just nice person making a painting of me.
Are you? Would you
A
consider yourself?
creepy painting.
Would you consider yourself an open person, a person who openly speaks about his emotions and things like that?
I don't think so. Why?
Did you speak with her about your emotions and things like that? Maybe, I don't know. Do you think he... Are you a trusting person? Do you trust people you meet?
I don't think so. I don't know, there's something about her. Something that puts your mind at ease, I suppose.
Yes. It's called a spell.
No, it's not a spell. You're a silly little halfling, little girl.
Let's stick with halfling for now.
Let's stick with halfling. Sure.
I'm actually, fairly sized. I'm not that small. He's 1 meter 50, by the way.
I mean, Thad is like 180, I think. So. Oh no, never mind. Thad is short as fuck. He's 164.
Small boy. Smoking.
Wait a minute. That means he's about.
Lyria's
Wait.
size.
I
That is
don't
a
even know.
short
I think
boy.
I might have said Illyria's like 170.
I don't know. That's what I wrote down, so that's what I'm going with.
But I think I might have gone with like 65 or something because, but yeah, that means like Illyria is either the same height as you or taller.
Well, the hair adds a bit, so you know. It adds a good like 5 centimeters or so.
So you ain't gonna get pricked.
Nah. Alright.
Okay, I
So-
don't want to do anything rash here, so...
Let's not do anything rush. That's probably for the best.
Yes, of course. Seems like... never mind.
Just don't see what's the problem.
Well, I suggest you try to remember... actually, I suggest that you think of, well, the woman who painted you, just as you thought of her before she painted you, and I cast suggestion on him.
Oh god.
Before you do, as you're about to utter the incantation, there's a servant that steps up and says, Messieurs, ladies, you are needed in the ballroom for dessert and tonight's entertainment.
Oh, well, there's the call.
Uh,
Shall we, ladies?
Do you still want to push
It kinda
ahead with the
ushers
suggestion?
everyone
or
out.
No, nothing for them.
Alright.
I'm not sure Illyria got what Martia was trying to do at all, so she's just confused.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. In the meantime, Nix, you spend some time at the restaurant.
Indeed.
Yeah.
As you can tell.
What have you done? What is
I
this?
just beat in the corner, it's fine.
Oh my god. Anyway, what do you want to do next?
No, my art. I guess he'll come out like wiping his hands on his costume because there's like no sink in there.
There is a sink in there.
There's no sink. It's empty and just like Nix's soul.
Oh, yeah,
And he'll just like look defeated, like you didn't have to wait for me. I guess we're going back to the party for dessert.
We offer excellent service here at Castle Raymond Loft, sir.
Do you have a wet wipe?
He brings out a web pipe.
Where? Where?
He has some pockets.
He just has a constantly damp pocket.
Or it's like sitting in a little box. I mean, it's like this, this very fancy little cigar box, but it opens up to be wet wipes instead. Yeah.
I need this item.
Woo!
Yeah.
Gives
And now
you,
for my next trick.
He tried to stifle a grin by your
I
reaction.
curiously take it and I wipe my gloves. Like I'm wearing gloves, so he washes his gloves. It's like super awkward.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't care. He regards you seriously and like takes it from you when you finished.
Thank you for your service. Then you like strap back up there and probably escort it on the way down to the
Yeah, he follows you at a polite distance behind.
dessert. Like
Alright.
Nix is muttering to himself. Probably bad such something.
Oh god. Alright, okay. And you all find yourself in the ballroom together. Once more. There's a bit of the dancing has stopped. There's a bit of a shatter as everybody's like munching on some dessert. Which is indeed cheeses, camembert, roquefort, Cantal cheeses. There's some fruits, apples, grapes, plums. There's a blackberry trifle and a mulled red dragon crush with nuts and fruits in it. That is warm. So, a little bit heavier dessert with a bit of trifle, but just some cheese, some nuts, some mulled wine, and everybody seems to be like enjoying that. Shuddering away pleasantly with each other. And only like a few seconds thereafter, as you have entered, Rahadin steps forward, the door closes behind him, and he demands attention, but rather politely so. Ladies, gentlemen, lords and dames, as the steward of Castle Ravenloft and Lord Strahd, it's my honor to introduce some light entertainment before dessert has properly settled in your bellies. A marvel of mechanical and technical skill of the late and missed Van Verg. Please focus your mirth and your laughter to Piddlewick the Second, the cogboy extraordinaire. He takes a step back from the door as they are abruptly opened by a whirling mass of cloth and steel. Whatever it is, it makes a somersault in the air, lands on its knees, and then skids to a stop a few meters away from the entrance.
That is terrifying.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Dressed in a full attire, there's a small boy on the center stage of this ballroom. Only his skin is made out of wood, metal, and cogs, and his face is covered by a steel mask where the mechanical orange lights shine from. And his head is adorned with a ridiculous quarter-split hat with the tips end in small brass bells. As he proudly presents himself with his hands outstretched, but not saying a single word. Most of the audience claps a little bit mildly. Their expressions are a spectrum of bored to slightly interested. Next, he jumps up on his feet, brings out the flute that he plays a playful little ditty on. Then 2 more hands pop out from underneath his clothes that starts to expertly juggle 2, then 3 knives, then 4 knives, faster and faster. Only a small mechanical sound can be heard from the creature as it exerts this effort. More polite applause starts, more enthusiastic this time, seeing both musical expertise and being able to juggle knives at the same time. Then starts about a 15-minute performance from this little mechanical creature, which includes some games, where this Piddlewick II juggles, swallows fire and swords, does acrobatic feats, does charades that sometimes involves the crowd, gives notes to people standing by with very lewd or silly jokes they are supposed to say out loud. And all the while, this little mechanical body is extremely expressive. The range of expressions he can perform with his eyes and his masks is quite wonderfully like a surprise. The range that he's able to pull off. At one point, even Piddlewick rudely dives under Elsa's dress, which results in her kicking him across the room with force that just came out of nowhere. He lands into a wall with a huge crack, and there's a furious expression on her face, and she seems a little bit red. But Piddlewick puts himself together, acts a little bit dizzy for the crowd, like a drunk klutz, as a save, making some onlookers laugh at his silly behavior. Then a longer game of trying to throwing knives at Piddlewick, as he's supposed to avoid and duck. And when the vampires do it, you have no idea how Piddlewick is able to invade, since they're just a blur of steel with heavy impacts as the knives bounce against the stone walls and floors. You want to join in on this, or just watch from afar?
Throwing cutlery at a Mako child?
Yeah!
You're saying with such enthusiasm, Jesus, Bexxy.
Nyx is a little bit above that.
Mattia looks a bit distressed at seeing this, so she won't join.
I mean, Illyria's been just kind of watching, sort of like clapping along. If she gets a knife, she'll probably throw it at it once.
Well,
trying to, participate.
Okay. Well, Piddlewick is trying to make you comfortable with it. Like, he puts the knives in your hand and, like, pats it. Gives a little, like, twirl in front of you, and, like, then he turns around and sticks out his butt to you. And, like, wiggles it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, Illyria's gonna throw it.
Alright. And you try to throw knives at the boy made out of cogs.
This seems like...
We are sure this is a machine. Are we? Am I sure this is a machine?
Well, the skin, as I said, is made out of wood. And there's, like, some parts where you can actually see the cogs and steel parts. And his face is just a steel mask with a lot of complicated pieces to make this expression face. But who knows what's within?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Lyra's gonna try to, play along, so she is going to throw it, but I guess trying to either shoot past, like, trying to, like, get, like, an arm or something. Or a shoulder.
Well, you try.
Yeah, she tries.
And the boy is just way too fast for you, and it continues to wiggle its butt at you in mockery.
She laughs, kind of like pretends to go along.
All right. This challenge of trying to catch Piddlewick with the knives is giving more of a rise out of the vampires, but he's very, very fast and acrobatic, and are just able to move his body in a way that is unnatural. And in the end, it actually earns some true hearty laughs from everybody involved. And 20 minutes later, he does several bows as people like applause and praise him. He before he leaves, he approaches Elsa once more, looking very sheepish, looking very innocent, and looking like he's done something bad. He moves his finger so she can like move down, so he can like talk to her. She leans down with a rather apprehensive look on her face, but instead of moving towards her ear to say something, he kisses her instead on the cheek, which earns an immediate gasp from Elsa and another burst of anger. But Piddlewick II has learned his lesson and immediately darts out of the room to the sound of applause and laughter. And the little entertainment is over.
Well,
Sure.
This was certainly a thing.
I am curious if looking around, see if all the vampires are looking at them all. Are we, does it?
Well, some of us have already become dessert.
I think it was an appetizer.
Wait. Have all of you been drunken from tonight?
No, I haven't.
Fat and I. What? Didn't jump me. No.
I don't know. Something is just very bothersome about someone sucking stuff out of another.
I mean, it's very tame, but I think it's a pretty nice way of... You know, if it's not lethal, I think it's actually a pretty humane way to exist.
Illyria.
As soon as Nick said that, Thad gives him a look. You've never
Yes?
You've never had anything sucked out of you, mate.
Awkward pause. Illyria,
Alright, mate.
you see a shadow over your shoulder, and you turn to stare into the porcelain face of Baba Lysaga, with her luscious golden locks framing her face, and a weird and intricate tattoo on her forehead. The amber irises set into somewhat cat-like shaped eyes. There's certainly a profound laziness to be found there in her eyes. But there's also a incessant need to play with this prey. She's rather uncomfortably close, leaning into you from above, a little bit like Asphodel, looking deep into your eyes as if searching for something. And then she mutters out under her breath. So this is it then. Well, you certainly look like her, but I am uncertain if your familiarity goes beyond that.
Well, Lord Strahd certainly seems to think so.
That he does, but he's a man with romantic silly thoughts, and you know how that can make a man, do you not?
Well, I do, but...
What kind of education have you had, Lady Lyria?
Oh boy.
Well, I had a very good education. I had many tutors back home. I originally attended one of the academies, although I found that my interests lie elsewhere.
So your parents made sure that you had many tutors and access to some kind of prestigious academy, and you decided to cultivate another hobby. What hobby is this?
Well, I always found myself interested in the more, flashy, destructive magics. Whereas my parents would have me cooped up in the academy, researching utility spells.
A bit rebellious, I see, with penchants for violence. What is the highest level of spell that you can cast?
I'm not a full... Well, I'm not a very well-versed spellcaster, as I also dabble in swordsplay.
Swordsplay. How many forms are you able to perform? And with how many weapons are you accustomed with?
I am proficient with most weapons that are, well, less on the heavy side, as well as long swords and crossbows.
You prefer a light and quick approach. Is that also how you approach problems in life? A quick approach, and if the problem is not solved, you run away?
I wouldn't say so, no.
Then what would you say, Lady Lyria?
Well, I try to solve my problems. Can be quite stubborn, you might say.
Mm-hmm.
So, what purpose does this interview of yours have?
Well, you have caught the eye of an emperor child, and I'm making sure that his interest in you is not ill-suited.
Well, I do think that is for him to decide, is it not?
They think they know what's best for them.
I mean, I highly doubt that I would be able to seem...
What intentions do you have with Lord Strahd?
Quite frankly, I don't really know myself. I'm still trying to piece together the secrets of my past.
She leans back at that, goes up to her full height. It's a bit of a relief. It's like another kind of danger that lurks in this emotion. It's like she has made a decision. Undecisive, are we?
You have to excuse my reservations. I did grow up in the Protectorate after all, although I can't deny that he is a great man.
You don't even know the half of it, girl. I would use this opportunity wisely. I have seen you avoid discussions with Lord Strahd tonight, Lady Lyria. Though I know that you have only visited him once at the crossroad, then back at the castle, and I think you had some conversations in Vallaki.
Well, I have been waiting
for this moment, and you haven't
catch
seized
him.
it.
In fact, I was waiting for an opportunity to talk to him, but he's a very busy man.
That he is. But if you plan of being Empress one day, I hope to see a little bit more initiative.
Well, I've been waiting to take the initiative, but I have been caught up in...
Waiting to take the initiative.
No, I've been caught up in other matters, like making sure people like
What is
care
more
about-
important than the literal path of your immediate future, little girl?
Being there for those I care about.
A bleeding heart, I see. Well, Lady Illyria, I shall continue to watch your performance. Have a pleasant evening.
You too, I do hope you don't find me lacking.
That's entirely up to you. She gives you a wry smile and steps over to Strahd and whispers in his ear quite openly.
Alright.
What was that name of your thing?
Why did you take that, Illyria? Yeah, sure, okay. She's the Hag of Hags, so the Queen of the Hags, Baba Elisaga. Ooh.
Yeah.
But you're here in Strahd's graces. We talked about this in the cotton.
I mean,
What? Is there no fire? Is it gone?
Illyria has been sort of like, sort of like looking up to her with this sort of like fire and like, I'm gonna stab you sort of look
I'm gonna stab you. Look.
that she often has. She has been like standing up to her while being this sort of like challenging, sort of overly polite.
Mm-hmm.
I have been as I always am, Nix. And if that's not enough for you, then I'm sorry.
It's not about for me. It's all about you, Aleria. Maybe it's too late. The night is coming to an end.
Doesn't only consist of violent outbursts, right?
No, I get that, but at the same time, she was standing there just querying and questioning, quizzing everything about you, like you were meant to measure up to something. You fuck them measures. You make your own damn measures.
I do.
Don't let it talk down to you. You're better than that. You're more than that. Anyway,
I do think there was plenty of fire in my words.
Yeah. Well, it was more of a charcoal, I'd say, an ember. I'm going to be honest here, you know. I don't want you to get on idea, but if you want more fire, you need to... If you wish to be respectful and have fire, you need to speak something out of her way, you know. Yes, what's it to you? You need to show that you're not just answering questions, complying, being a good little girl, you know?
Lyria's just gonna leave.
Alright.
It is who Illyria is. I'm at you.
I can probably help her with her rhetorics, I think. You know, it's practice, mostly.
I don't know, I get the feeling that Illyria hasn't really been in a position to challenge her others more than just defy them by leaving.
Well, I mean, having a Death Stare is certainly a good way to defy someone, but it doesn't really help if you don't take action upon that Death Stare, so...
It doesn't matter. Illyria is gonna Illyria. And, I'm just here hoping that we aren't desert.
And we're not desert.
Now, do you know you don't know what desert is, do you?
No? I can probably ask.
I mean, you were buddy-buddy with the guy who made all the food.
Yes, but I think... yes, but I probably doesn't want to spoil it, you know? So...
I see. Well, I'm getting tired of all this unnecessary posturing. This costume itches.
Yes. Well, I got what I wanted out of this night. The faster it finishes, the faster I'll be happier. What about you, Fad? Do you have a good night?
Can I see Trista? Anywhere here?
Oh no, Trista's gone.
Okay.
It makes you a little bit sad.
Yeah.
Worst night ever.
Oh, yeah, man!
It was interesting. I'll give it that. It was unlike any I've seen before.
Can I look at that to see if he has regrets?
Does he?
Is
Empathy,
there
composure,
regret on your
or-
face?
Clear.
You want me to roll or not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. Is it obvious? Oh, well, okay.
Well, Vlad, I don't know. It's kind of hard to read.
Okay.
Might be a little bit confused himself.
Yeah.
god. Well, Illyria. When Strahd's eyes meet yours
Oh boy.
across the ballroom floor, there's an immediate knot that forms in your stomach. It is a gaze of purpose, and that is truly frightening from a creature such as Strahd. As he strides towards you, there is clear relief and determination playing on his now exposed face, mask discarded somewhere, and your mouth goes dry. Here it is. The final act in tonight's play. The finale. Too fast than what you have wanted. As every second right now is truly precious. He inevitably stands before you. The impeccable posture of a general. The scheming grin of a ruler. The charm of a gentleman. As he reaches down to kiss your hand and bring you closer to his form. And only to your ears, he almost whispers, "Finally." I have fulfilled my duties as host and lord. And now, I am all yours. Come, my dear. I have something to show you.
You do. You were very busy all night. Lyria's angry and conflicted. Sure, she's gonna go with the evil vampire overlord.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Alright, so he still hasn't let go of your hand. And he hasn't been harsh. There's still no question. There's no room of questions in his grip. And he would gently guide you towards the staircase here in the corner. My Yo is a little bit sick, so I'm sorry about that.
Can I try and not lose eye line of sight of Illyria? Is that possible?
Yeah. She
I'll try to do the same.
She walks up the stairs. And comes up here.
Oh god.
You can see her. Indeed. After you have ascended the staircase, you step out on a balcony overlooking the masquerade from above. But now it's quiet. Strings silent by some discreet order. Conversations ended on cue. And eyes directed on you and Lord Strahd as you travel across it. Some are filled with expectation, others with fear, some with morbid curiosity, and some with pure hatred. Lord Strahd continues, and Nyx, Hamardia, and Thad, you can see Strahd taking Illyria to a door.
Illyria tries, or well, Illyria kind of like she's walking as if she belongs there, shooting a few glances to everybody who would think otherwise.
Well, you can see more worry than on the faces of your companions, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And some more hatred. Like a deeper hatred from other faces. Alright. And, he opens the door at the end at the end of the balcony, and you step into the darkness beyond, and the door closes behind you.
What the hell is she doing?
She's going to have a good time, I suppose.
Thad. She's more serious than that.
Well, it's up to her now, so there's no point in...
Unless you would like to follow her. I don't see how that's possible, though.
We need to put our faith in her.
Yup.
Yes.
I hope she knows what she's doing.
I know faith is something a bit hard to come by. I know. But this is all we can do.
I feel so useless, though.
Well, it's a play. Yes. Everyone has a role to play, and we can't go on and play other roles. We're all actors, and now she's doing her part. You can help doing yours.
What is that? What is my part here other than watching the person who I swore to protect leave with the lord of this land?
I know that's your role. It's hard. But it's not up to us anymore. All we can do is be safe until she returns. And make sure that we have we've done the necessary groundwork in order to receive her, whatever she comes out as or with or who. I think.
I don't like it. But I believe that you are right. I truly hope she knows what she's getting herself into.
Fingers crossed.
Indeed.
Right. Illyria, the wooden door closes behind you.
Oh boy. Oh no.
And your eyes adjust to a great spiral staircase that goes both up and down. It does remind you a little bit of the staircase leading to your room. But there's no mysterious pulsating light at the top of this one. Just a cold draft. But you don't have time to take in much. Not that there's much to take in. Astrad has already started to march upwards, guiding you along with his constant, firm grip on your hand. You only climb one floor. Astrad steps towards one of the two steel doors at the next landing above. And he quickly opens up this next door, and immediately light spills into this room. The spiral staircase. Oak panel walls, oak panel roof, a great fireplace, a corner that can only be described as a mound of blue pillows, a central table with playing cards strewn about, an end table in the corner with refreshments, a clutter of books, musical instruments, and different kinds of games are scattered about the room. Strahd has to step over a few pillows and push away a chair from his path as he cuts through the room. Still with you in tow, and you pass by a painting of frolicking nymphs and satyrs in a forest meadow. A stony archway leads into a great dining hall with a long patterned wooden table, a lush purple carpet, and 2 doors. One to your immediate right and one across. There we go. There's also 2 grand paintings that hang here. One is a crisp, bustling and hectic scene of a foreign marketplace with vendors, shoppers, marching soldiers, and a town crier. The other is a muddled but rich, serene depiction of a forest stream. But Strahd just cuts through the room once again and leads you to the valved wooden door at the other side. Clearly has a purpose in mind.
That's not concerning at all. Illyria is also very aware of the fact that he could just get rid of her if he wanted to.
True. You enter into a long paneled hallway where there's 2 portraits that hangs in each ends of it with faces you do not recognize. And there's only one other door at the end of it that he pushes towards. A large wooden door with a great woven face carved into it. Gonna be opening a few doors. A lounge. Fussy carpet on the floor. A seating arrangement in green velvet. Lush red curtains covering high and leaded windows that hint towards the crenelled walkway beyond. A glass door cabinet with refreshments, cutlery, glasses, as well as a few more social games. Strahd brushes past it, continues further into his castle. Gives you an encouraging smile as he steps into the next room. Yes?
Yeah. So Strahd is taking me to his bedroom.
Oh, no. Well, here we go.
An impossible soft red carpet on the floor, a large canopied forest green bed, sherry oak dressers, a crackling fireplace, and a portrait that hangs above it with 2 individuals. A large, muscular man with a stern face, clad in a military uniform, peppered with medals, and sitting on a chair in front is a lady with snow-white skin, a glittering black dress, and long hair, shivering in purple, blue, and green as a raven's wing. But he pushes past that as well, not giving it much of a glance, until this very last door. You enter into an office of sorts. Intricate wooden parquet underneath your feet. 2 walls covered from top to bottom with bookshelves. A stately velvet inlaid desk with strewn documents and books. A polished and decorated grand piano. And a comfortable lime green divan in front of the fireplace. And there, above it, is you. Or somebody just like you. A confident face, long red hair set into an intricate hairdo, riding gear, expertly guiding a hazel brown horse towards Boreas knows where. With a bit more gentleness. He guides you the last steps of the way and bids you to sit on the divan. Pushes away a book that was haphazardly left there. He gazes lovingly at the portrait and then down at you. Lady Lyria, I find it hard to utter soft and sensitive words with the mouth that is used to declaring orders in a harsh world. Let my heart speak to you through other means. This piece I composed soon after your death. And let's go. Of your hand for the first time to settle in by the grand piano. After a heavy sigh, his fingers produces quite heavenly music. Content with being with you in silence for a while as you watch him try to convey his feelings to you. Through another medium. The question is if those feelings and emotions are pure. And what happens at the end of the song? We shall find out next time.
Oh,
Curse and Mother Misery.
You can't leave me hanging like this for 2 fucking weeks? You monster!
I can and I will. Watch me.
You monster.